It is 6:22. This is Boy Gary. You're listening to the Best of the Howard Stern Show. Howard will be back tomorrow with the gang. So Howard and Meg were going at it. And if I remember this bit correctly, this is the next part of it. If I remember, it gets really ugly between Meg and Robin. So check this out.
It's good. It's good. You have an opinion and you have a point of view.
Because she would like
but I know where the point of view is coming
this
from.
This person who loves the world.
No. I know where the point of view is coming from. It's cool.
She's an evil person.
If Meg hadn't met me back at R&W, it would be a whole different story. I know exactly. Trust me, I know you better than you know you. Trust me, I know you. Robin, if there's one thing I've been accused of being good at by everyone, even my biggest detractors,
it's reading people.
Is reading the most deepest, darkest secrets of people. I know you better than you know you.
No, I doubt that.
I don't know anything else. I can't add.
You just try to pay a lot of attention to what you think are people's problems or faults because you've always had so many
I find everybody's
of your
hot
own.
button. I get everyone in here and I find their hot button.
Time when you were a kid and you're getting back at everybody.
That's right, and you know me.
Well, it's boring.
We know each other.
You know, it's boring. When
so boring, the ratings are through the roof.
Hey, you know, people love victims. That's the air of the world right now. Obviously, if we call that war, that we were just in a victory, you know.
That's a victory to me.
Yeah, I know it is to you. Big time. Go ahead and get that.
The only victory is we didn't finish off that Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's a victory. We went over to do that. We didn't, but we'll come back and parade everybody around and spend all the money.
Don't be against the parade. Oh, the parade, man. People went over and risked their lives for your freedom.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
Has Meg given up her car so we don't use that oil?
Oh, yeah, sure. She's got the best lifestyle than anyone.
I haven't driven my car for about 8 months, as a matter of fact.
She's been riding her expensive horse instead of the car. Oh, you got it made.
Yeah, I got it made.
Well, you fancy girls with your...
your fancy politics.
Your fancy politics.
They're not fancy politics, Howard. They're just different than yours.
When you look down the barrel of a gun, man, there's no braver man who looks down the barrel of a gun.
Yeah.
For his country. And I'm going to tell you that right now. Those guys should have a parade every day. Those guys risk their lives so that people could say, maybe I want to do a tampon commercial, maybe I don't want to do a tampon commercial.
I don't think I want to do a
I guess all the mothers
commercial for a
that are watching their kids
meat.
die over there now as we left them have found a lot of peace through this too, huh, Howard? Yeah.
They should have overthrown their dictator.
That's real heroism.
And how are those people in Kuwait who got completely raped? You feel bad for them?
I feel bad for anybody that's been victimized for it, but to come back and call it a victory
Some
is a
people
joke.
Stand up to people in Kuwait, some don't.
Well, go ahead and...
To Iraqis who invade Kuwait?
And the rest of it. And
you got to do what you got to do.
You got to go along with the American opinion to remain popular, don't you? So go ahead.
I wonder if CNB... You just accused me of not being popular. Now I'm popular.
I didn't say that you're not popular.
Now we should go on.
You don't have
and wouldn't me and Meg make a good show on CNBC?
Oh man.
I think that instead of those two guys they have on...
me and Meg.
I think we should do car talk, Howard.
That would be the ultimate Twilight Zone. As bad as she hates me, she would be forced to work with me the rest of her life on CNBC.
Now, would she do that? That's a question.
No, she would turn that down because she doesn't want any money because she doesn't drive her car. You want money. You know why you don't want money? Because you got tons of money. You got family money.
What?
You never had to work for a living. You got it made.
I've been working for longer than since I first met you.
This is a
what
party.
This
is like you and Jimmy Fink. This is just for fun.
I love you trumping up your stories again, but go ahead.
You got it made.
The man's got a wild imagination.
You got
family
it made.
Money?
You need to be raised in a black neighborhood. Change your whole life.
Yeah, I could be just like you then.
That's right. You'd see a whole different side of things.
Yeah. Well, she's one of the people you were probably talking about when you went to your new school.
Remember when I went to Rockville Center and I told you I didn't talk for 3 years?
Right.
Because the whole class was filled with people who want to help with black people and help these people. And I said, you're all phonies. The second you move next door to a black person, you're out the door. You move.
I see Meg helping a lot.
Nah, she don't live in no black community. She don't help anybody. She don't live next door to no Kurd. She don't live next door to anybody. She lives next door to another whitey. That's it. Let's be honest. We're going to be honest here. Everybody's helping this one and that one, and everyone's going to help.
They all say the right thing.
Nobody helps anybody. You're all phonies. I saw it when I was a child. There was this woman who used to teach...
I wouldn't even bother telling you all the things that I work for because it's not worth putting on your show because all you do is say it's lies or something.
It's a way to meet guys.
I'm out there to meet guys.
Amnesty International I'm for. I'm a very big believer in Amnesty International.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I am. I am.
For everybody.
Well, I happen to be for that.
Why don't you get off,
I believe in fighting for my rights.
Start this thing and you can have your holiday weekend.
All I know is when you move next door to a black family, what do? You go out and give turkeys to black people on Thanksgiving?
No, I don't kill animals.
I'm going to have you know something. I have 3 black families living on my property right now.
Yeah, we're in the slave quarters?
Yeah, that's right. I believe in everybody.
It's Robin's job on the weekends?
Absolutely.
Oh, boy, that was cute.
That's nice,
Interesting.
Meg. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You get the black
Good one, Meg.
doesn't act black is what.
Oh, and you do act black.
There's a certain way I should act, Meg.
Don't you love white people who tell you how black people should act?
How black people act?
No, you should act like Public Enemy.
Maybe I should talk like this.
Yeah, and you should act like Public Enemy. They're cool. They're cool.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Sounds like you're good at it.
And all the stuff about women that those guys do, but she likes them.
Oh, they're okay.
Yeah, I play them left and right.
Yeah. You should wear a kerchief on your head and make pancakes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds like your show.
I want to work for you, Meg.
Well, if you're a black person, don't ever listen to a white person say you're not behaving like a black person. That's the biggest insult you can offer.
That's the biggest insult you can ever deal another person, that they're supposed to act in a certain way.
We just did 20 in a row, 20 arguments in a row.
As long as I've listened, for somebody who is both a woman and a black, I have rarely heard you stand up for either as he is smashing them into the ground.
What you want me to say.
Who's smashing who into the ground?
I could care less what you say, Robin, but I've never heard you stand up for what you are, you know?
And what are you?
Collect that
and what are you? Collect the paycheck. So you collect the paycheck. How can you work on the same station as we are?
Yeah, but I'm not doing anything that I'm ashamed of.
You know, she's just like that Nora Dunn from Saturday Night Live. I'm not working this
God forbid anybody should stand up for something against a pig like Andrew Dice Clay, you know?
Who's worse, me or Andrew Dice Clay? Who's worse, me or Andrew Dice Clay? I want to know. I want to know who's worse.
Why don't you ask him?
No, come on. Who's worse, me or in your estimation?
We could have a battle to see how bad you both
are. Tell me in your opinion who's worse, me or Andrew Dice Clay?
Yeah, it's the same deal.
How come you watch my TV show so much?
I don't watch it so much.
She's watching everything and listening to everything.
I know, and why do you listen to the show? How come you hear Red talking?
Because I was up on my way in here to be on after you.
Oh, so you had to listen.
That's right. Usually she watches Lucy to get ready for the morning.
Yeah.
You're like everyone else. You listen, but you hate it. I have more listen. Let me ask you something. I'm curious. Let me do a marketing survey.
But I don't listen all the time.
When you listen, would you admit to a rating service that you listen?
To your show?
Yeah, when you listen, if someone called you up and said, what are you listening to right now, would you admit it, or would you say, I'm not listening to that?
No, I would admit it.
Oh, you would? Okay. All right. Fair enough. Huh. We once did a survey when we worked at NBC.
I'm going to go out now and stand up for what I am, Howard.
Yeah. You know what you are?
Vacation.
No, you just want your paycheck. I love you. I absolutely adore you. You see, most guys would be turned off by your strength.
Yeah, well, that's their problem.
Me, I'd have you in a straitjacket every night. And I'd be doing stuff to you.
Sinead O'Connor politics.
Your two favorite letters when I'm done with you would be K and Y. Let me tell you something. I love
KY. You'd be willing to do a commercial for it, too.
I'd grease you up like an axle. Nobody would know what hit him. My wife's not feisty enough. I'm going to play her this tape.
Oh, you would want to come home to this every day.
No.
More.
I'd have to tame her.
Go home to your mansion now, Howard.
Yeah, that's some mansion. Nightmare mansion. How's other things going, okay? Your son likes me, though, right?
He likes Fart Man.
Thanks.
But he's 11.
You
can't give a compliment. Oh, by the time he's 20, I'll have him politically correct.
You guys have been frying me for 3 years. You can't take one warning of it yourself.
You said some pretty heavy things here.
It sounds like you're just like us, my dear.
No, you said some pretty heavy things.
You bring out the best in me.
No, you said some pretty heavy things. And you know what?
It's our fault.
I'm not going to be upset with you afterwards because I know you don't mean them. Because I know you listen all the time, and I also know you've told me many times that you think a lot of the stuff we do is very, very funny.
There are times when I am howling. Yeah, I'll admit that.
So at least admit that.
I've told you before. I think it's better when you're not having to have a victim.
Well, that's your opinion.
You're real funny when you don't have to have victims, but most of the time you got to have a victim.
There you go.
You're better than that. You're funnier than that.
Really? You believe in my talents?
When you're not victimizing people, yeah.
Really?
But it's the whole show.
I got you. Okay, very good.
Thank
what comedians do you like, by the way? I'm just curious.
I like Goldthwait.
Bob Goldthwait you like? Oh, you've never heard his viciousness, have you?
I've heard his viciousness, especially when it's aimed at you.
Well, you haven't heard his viciousness aimed at me because he won't come on the air.
He doesn't have to be on the air to talk about you. I've read him in print going after you and Kinnison and the whole...
Well, you like that.
He's into something else, which I think is of a higher quality.
He's into hurting a lot of people that helped him along the way in his career. That's what he's into. And he's into hurting a lot of others because of what he thinks is correct.
If you or
he's a lot like you.
Helped him along the way, it doesn't mean that he owes you for the rest of his life.
He doesn't owe me anything. He doesn't owe me anything.
Well, good. I'm glad.
He owes someone I know a lot. And he owes him better treatment than the way he treats him.
Dice Man?
No, not Dice Man. Personal friend, I won't say it on the
Baba Booey.
I'm not a big Bob Goldthwait fan.
I know that.
You, as a human being. Comedian, he's fine.
Well, you asked me comedian. You didn't ask me human being.
Who's a good human being to you?
You are, Howard.
All right. Well, fair enough.
You'll take that.
I'll take that.
And my pal Robin.
Please.
We're all so close.
Want to kiss and make up?
No, I don't want to kiss.
Yeah. Boy, she's on fire, huh? You know, but she doesn't believe anything she said. She could easily change. That's my opinion. Okay, Robin, anything we want to wind up with here?
Don't you think that was enough?
I think that's enough.
God.
Oh, the faxes are in. Dear Meg, calm the frig down.
Make sure they're all the slanted ones that are anti-Meg, Gary.
Dear Meg, shut up. Everything you say is wrong.
Right, well, these are all your fans, so of course it's going to come
Remind Meg that she is such a miserable downer that she is totally unlistenable and has been boosting WNEW's ratings in her time slot.
Oh,
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
What a miserable, depressed, frustrated shrank.
Not a yellow rat bitch, though.
Downer.
Come in yet.
She's jealous.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Hey,
I want to be just
I'm
like
sorry.
you.
I did not write these.
They're real faxes. Look, man.
Yeah, they're your fans.
Those are real
so
people.
What do you expect?
They're your fans, too.
I'll bring in the mail that I've gotten, too, if that's what you need to do.
Please bring it in.
Notes,
yes, bring it in.
Her people don't use faxes. They're against it.
No, a lot of them are actually your
they're anti-fax.
But they're still in agreement with me.
So you mean the people who fax... All right, never mind. Okay, anyway, Meg Griffin, everyone, is next. She's filling in for the vacationing Tony Pegg, who's a real good guy.
Yes.
I think we'll all agree on that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this fax. Did I read you this? This is the one. I won't read this.
Well,
Let me read it. I can read it?
Go ahead, Howard.
All right.
Beat me, whip me.
It says, Meg, shut up, signed your horse.
Oh, no.
Yeah, her horse faxed me. The one she rides around on. Even your horse is mad at you. Well, anyway. Meg's going to have an interesting show today. She's going to be playing a couple of tunes. Going to be giving away
I
maybe...
think she'll pick a couple of records today.
Yep.
On the cafe.
Come on, Robin. She doesn't have that kind of freedom.
Oh.
There's 20 in a row. If I was her, I'd work at BAI, I'm telling you.
I told you, I did.
All right, take it easy. All right. If I was you, I'd resign, because who could work on a station with me? Who'd want to be on a station with me?
Why would you support this station?
Yeah. Why lend your talents to this?
I was at the station before you came. I don't think I should leave.
You should resign and protest.
I wouldn't, do what you want. To say something like that is kind of like being pro-censorship, which I'm not.
Oh, okay. We'll all agree on that. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Thank you.
Very good.
Building point.
Robin, I'll go with that.
She's got a point.
You got a very good point there. Very nice of you to say that.
So what are you doing for the holidays, Howard?
I'll be eating the young. I'll be going out and worshipping dead babies, taking their blood and drinking it. Beside that, I don't have anything else planned. You know.
It's not like a special weekend.
No.
I plan on writing a script that I will be doing on my TV show. That's one of the things I'll be doing. I'll be preparing my broadcast for Los Angeles as I prepare to take over the world.
Last week, actually, I was watching all Saturday night because the paper said, included among some kind of dating thing that you were doing, guest Chrissie Hynde.
Yeah. She's great. She loves us.
But I didn't see her on there.
Maybe that wasn't the show.
They probably ran the wrong one. Chrissie Hynde did about...
They never do get that right. I must admit, they never get that right in the papers when they say what's going to be on.
You're a big fan of Chrissie Hynde. Chrissie Hynde has a great sense of humor.
I think the combination of you and Chrissie together would be great. I wanted to see it, but
it's very good.
All
actually.
I got was some bad dating game thing.
Yeah, the one where the ratings went through the roof.
I guess they did.
Yeah, somebody told me we matched up Goldie again with those swingers.
Yeah, we did that again. I got a great idea for a future show, but I don't want to say it in front of Meg. It might blow her mind.
Oh, go ahead, Howard.
No.
I can take it.
No.
Believe me.
No, you
I'm
can't.
I'm not as stiff as you think I am.
Your hair looks good.
Thank you.
You're letting it go a little more natural.
More natural than what?
Or you still got highlights in it?
I don't know. It's just, I don't really
It's funny you put
anything.
highlights in it, but you don't wear lipstick.
I don't put highlights in my hair.
That's your natural color?
Yeah.
It's very attractive.
I don't wear lipstick. Sometimes.
Would you ever shave your head like Sinead O'Connor?
If I would look as attractive as I think she does
I think you do look
but
good.
I don't think I would carry it off as well as Sinead.
I believe you would.
Well, thank you.
All right, Robin.
You can get me to Boots for Christmas, too.
When we come back, we begin our broadcast into Los Angeles.
Good.
We will begin.
We're spreading our venom.
We'll begin fouling Los Angeles when we get back.
Whatever this is, we're just spreading it all over the world.
It'll be so exciting to take over Los Angeles.
And I'll enjoy it all the more.
Red, I want to thank you. Although Meg didn't like you, I think a lot of people enjoyed meeting my friend Red.
Yeah.
Are you pretty worn out?
Yeah, I got to go places.
He was too tired to even fight with Meg.
Why didn't you get into it with Meg?
Because it's nonsense and I can't fight with anybody as nuts as that.
Yeah.
It makes loads of sense.
Yeah. You think she should calm the frig down?
2 and 2 equals 9.
Right. Well, because she was attacking you pretty viciously.
Yeah, well, I say what's on my mind, too.
Right. Well, let me tell you something, Robin. No better way to kick off a vacation than to spend it with Meg. Come on, admit it.
Makes you want to leave, doesn't it?
Sure does. It makes us want to leave. But why are you here today? Anyway.
I don't know. They decided to switch the schedules around, and I said I'd do this because it gets me out that much sooner, too.
And you're almost done, as a matter of fact. It's already after 11. Freddie, do we have any commercials?
You know, what are friends for? We helped you through your shift.
About following you guys. 3 hours.
You have 3 hours left.
Nothing to it. Piece of cake.
Oh, you're a working mom. I try to help out.
Yeah. Thanks, Howard.
You going to get remarried, you think?
Maybe.
Wonder who the lucky guy's going to be. I want to meet him. I want to meet the rat bastard that marries you.
Oh, dear.
Red, are you hot for a Meg?
Oh, God.
I'll get married to you, and then I'll break your neck. Talk to me with that weird stuff.
Oh, yes.
All right, Red.
Break your neck.
Is that it? Is that the commercials?
Start with that.
Okay. Everybody, Meg is next. Maybe 20 in a row.
Maybe.
I would say. Hope so.
Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Steve Guttenberg, and you're listening to the Best of Stern on 92.3 K-Rock, New York's only classic rock and roll radio.
92.3 K-Rock.
92.3 K-Rock, this is Boy Gary, and the hits just keep coming. I thought before we jump back to more Best of, for those of you who haven't heard Meg, this is not the first time her and Howard have had these arguments. They're a pretty regular thing between those guys. So I thought I'd pull out an old song they did. This was one of the worst arguments I think they've ever had. Sam Kinison was hanging around, and Meg was just absolutely out of her mind that Sam, had women in here, and he was drunk all the time, and that made her crazy. And her and Howard argued pretty heavily about it, and that led to this song called "Angry Young Meg."
Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Howard. That's mean to say.
Yeah. Oh, that's mean to say.
Why?
Well, I'm not the only person that thinks you should.
Oh, yeah? Who does? Who thinks I should shut up?
I'm not even going to get into it with you. You're not worth it.
Who cares?
Oh, dear. Here we go.
Who cares?
It's already deteriorating.
Who cares what you think?
It's deteriorating every morning at 6 o'clock.
I couldn't care.
Regardless of the idiots that listen to this program.
I couldn't care who thinks I should shut up.
It's just another reflection of what America's like these days in the men's club that everybody joins into, and the reason that these hearings are such a joke.
Yeah.
And you jumping on the bandwagon makes me wonder why.
Oh, you think that's a conspiracy?
Oh, great.
It's not a conspiracy, but it might be good for the women's side of the ratings numbers.
Oh, I'm trying to get my women's ratings up.
I know. Show any respect to women in any other way, as you haven't to me this morning, Howard.
Is that right?
That's right.
Is that right?
Yeah, you're a pig.
Yeah, and you know what? You're equally a pig.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I go around degrading people all day long on my radio.
Who knows what you do all day long? Who knows who you degrade?
Plenty of people know what I do all day long. It's got nothing to do with what you do.
I have no problem with what I do. You worry about what you do.
You got a fat paycheck and you get to say what you want, and you carry it around as if it's all for the fight of freedom of speech when it's for the fight of a foul mouth.
I guess you're a sellout, too. Playing the records that you don't want to play.
Oh, I don't like the Stones. I don't like the Who. I don't like the Beatles. You're full of it.
You want to play new music.
And I don't mind playing what I play either.
You should go to a station that plays new music.
I'm staying right here because I like it here.
Fat paycheck, huh, Meg?
Yeah, real fat compared to yours.
Don't compare to me. I'm a superstar in this industry.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's right.
It's not going to last forever, Howard.
Good.
Nothing ever does.
Who cares how long it lasts?
You do.
I'll be here longer than you will.
For it. You even admitted
I'll be here longer than you will.
You don't spend the time with your kids. You spend your time trying to pump up your stardom. There's a girl on the air known as Angry Young Meg. She thinks Howard's a pig. She's a real powder keg. She is stuck in the 60s. She's so hard to take. She says Howard's destroying the United States. When she plays her CDs while she spouts off her crap. She is up that intense and she's ready to snap. Will she calm the freak down or stay Angry Young Meg? It can stay pleasant and it can get nasty. And when you're going to get into realms that I get angry about, I'm not going to sit here and shut up like you'd like me to, like the little trollops that walk through here and drool on you. Well, the daddy is rich of the Angry Young Meg, so she never had reason to struggle and beg. She's incredibly jealous of Howard's success. She complains of pollution, yet smokes cigarettes. She's so full of hot air and opinions, of course. And she'll talk a blue streak while she falls off her horse. It's all Dante's Inferno to Angry Young Meg. Mick Jagger is her demigod. Somehow we all find this odd, since womanizing seems to be his divine right. Tells people how to act, yells at Robin to act black. as Angry Young Meg. With a tiresome rap, she's a pain in the neck. Well, she thinks how it sucks and she thinks how it stinks. When she raps like a psycho, our penis to shrink. Well, she says she's a rebel, outspoken and bold. But forget the new music, she plays what she's told. Then she cashes that paycheck, that yuppie Young Meg.
I never have time for my children.
Bad movie scripts that'll never happen.
Have you read? Well, how about your boyfriend's newspaper articles? Yeah, like I'm going to read that anywhere soon.
You wouldn't have the brains to understand what he's writing about.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Passion to care about the issues because you're too busy in here talking about the size of someone's penis. She's a daily commuter, that Angry Young Meg, and the Beamer she drives costs an arm and a leg. She's saving the planet but puts gas in a car. It just blows her mind that Howard's a star. She hates what he does, but she wants to be him. Would she ever admit it? The chances are slim. And she'll go to the grave a jealous old Meg. You can't pull off a gag without a victim, and there's a lot of people that do.
So what's wrong with that? Who cares if people know it? Don't listen if you don't like it.
Yeah, enjoy being somebody that's sadistic and nasty.
I enjoy being a girl, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you look like one.
I enjoy being it.
Bad 70s rock star hairdo.
Hey, I'll take it.
You're so cool, man.
Well, you know what? The problem is I am cool, and you can't stand it.
No, you're as dated as hell.
The only thing you can't stand about me is I started out on radio at the same station with you, and I'm a success, and you're mediocre.
I would far prefer to be doing what I'm doing than what you're doing.
Spinning records, exciting.
That's what I got into it for. Excuse me, you stunk as a DJ, and that's why I had to go and develop shtick.
That's right.
Well, I'm good as a DJ, so that's why I do it. I wouldn't be very good at walking around talking about people's genitals all day.
I don't think you're that good spinning
Well, I am.
I liked it when you spun new music, but you don't do that anymore.
I in New York for 15 years if I sucked, Howard.
You sold out.
Shut up, Howard.
648 at 92.3 K-Rock. This is Boy Gary, the best of Stern. A lot of love in the room between Howard and Meg. A lot of love in the room. Boy, those two are great. Some of the best of best of. Anyway, here's another piece of best of. Robin did a news story about a couple who were trapped in a car in the snow and died. And here's how that went. We're working on it. We're working on it.
They were traveling from California to someplace. Where were they going?
Jackie's house.
Up in the Pacific, Yale.
Yale, to see the president.
I guess they were going, Oh, they took a wrong turn. That's what happened to them.
That's right.
In the Sierra Nevada.
Wherever that is.
Whatever that is. And they wound up getting caught in a snowstorm, and their car was completely covered by snow, so nobody knew they were there.
That's right.
And they sat in this car for 2 months, and the woman in the car kept a diary the entire time they were in the car. They eventually died.
Wow. They couldn't get out, huh?
No.
How much snow was on top of them?
Tons.
Tons of snow? Did they eat each other?
No, they didn't eat each other. They finally did starve to death.
I'd eat the damn diary. I'll tell you that. I'd eat it. I swear I'd eat it. They starved to death, right? You mean it didn't melt in 2 months, the snow?
In 19 days. I'm exaggerating, but they weren't found for a while.
Wow.
Even after they had died. But they found this very well-detailed diary.
Anybody option the rights to that?
Oh, my goodness. Stuck in 10 feet of snow.
10 feet? You think they could, like, tunnel out a little bit every day?
You can't even open the doors.
Wow.
How are you going to tunnel out?
I don't know, man.
Well, you could roll down the window, I suppose.
Yeah, open the moonroof.
But they was old people.
They just tunnel a little bit every day. You got nothing else to do.
But it's cold. Then they'd freeze.
And eat the snow.
They were using the car, motor to keep warm for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
She was 68 and he was 75.
Oh, no wonder.
On the third day, she wrote, when I feel hysteria rising up in me, I just start praising him and talking to him, and the serenity comes.
To who, our husband?
What a loving and kind Savior we have.
Oh, to God. Yeah.
Your dad and I are having such a good time in the Lord. So their faith apparently kept them going for quite some time.
God really came through for them.
Didn't save them.
Too nuts.
Oh, Howard.
Thank you, God, for trapping us in a car and killing us.
Snow provided water for them.
Thank you, God.
And they had 2 packets of jelly, gum, Tic Tacs, and Rolaids.
Sounds like Fred's breakfast every morning.
Quite a feast, she quipped in her diary.
That's what Fred has in his little pile over there.
Fred is going to change his diet now.
Hey, God is bountiful. All those Rolaids and...
Oh, just a minute. Can you imagine being trapped with your wife for 19 days in the snow? Would it be this pleasant an experience?
All right, honey. I tell you what. Let's cut this Rolaids in quarters. That way it'll last longer.
This is our last
Like
Rolaids.
A pizza. We'll make believe this is a pizza. All right, honey, this is our last Rolaids. I love you so much, I'm going to almost let you smell it because I'm going to eat the whole damn thing. I'd be eating my wife's foot. I'd chop it off and eat it. She knows not to get trapped in the car with me.
The couple expressed joy, not self-pity. We sing, we laugh, we pray.
That must be some diary.
And our love for him and one another swells until I can hardly contain it.
It is day 17. We've been trapped in the truck now for 17 days. 17 times 24 is what? How many hours is that? I grow tired. But thank you, God, for all this food. We have 5 Rolaids left. I can't help but think if only my stupid husband knew how to read a friggin' map, we wouldn't have taken a wrong turn in the Sierra Madre.
Oh, dear. Look at the day the father died. Kids. She starts off, kids. I can't find the dome light. Writing by glove compartment light.
That's good. Run down the battery.
Dad went to the Lord at 7:30 this evening.
Oh, man. Now I can lick the ashtray without having to share with him.
March 18. It was so peaceful. I didn't even know he left.
It is my 18th day here, so it's my turn to lick the ashtray.
The last thing I heard him say was, thank the Lord.
Hello! The car smells like a sewer.
Oh, I gotta get
it. It is day 25.
It's People magazine this week. I gotta get People so we can go through the diary.
It is day 17. I just finished licking the ashtray, and the steering column tastes pretty good.
Oh,
I'm really wild. There's really not a lot to do.
They used the blanket and the car heater for 5 minutes every 2 hours. The car ran out of gas on the 7th day.
I don't even know why we were taking this stupid trip.
Where were we going?
Yeah, well, I mean, what was on our mind? It is day 14. If I read the tire changing instructions once more, I'll explode. It's so boring in here.
One other thing I found here to tell you.
All I can say is thank God I wasn't married to Ted Kennedy. I would have drowned 17 days ago in this car. It is weird. My husband is dead. I'm 10 feet of snow, but at least I don't have to go see a Spike Lee movie. No Spike Lee. Finally I can relax. I can finally relax in my car. And no meetings with Tom Chiazzano. And no Channel 9. This bucket seat tastes good. I knew I should buy a car with bucket seats. Why didn't she eat her husband when he died? Because a lot of times they do that when you're starving. You just eat the other person. And then she would have lived. Then she would have lived.
But then she would have been alone.
Yeah, but she was alone anyway. Even no one to talk to. I must say, it is day 19. The radio knobs are like candy. They're so good. They're so crunchy. I have no idea why the wind is blowing so loud. I'm covered in 10 feet of snow. I think you could barely hear the wind like that.
You wouldn't hear any wind.
I think Superman's coming. Today I pretended that the steering wheel was licorice. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to go sit on some furniture.
Enough of making fun.
Hey, it's not funny. Hey, that's why I don't go anywhere. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, what were you saying, Robin?
Oh, stop it.
Come on, save that for tomorrow, the latex.
I am. I'm looking for it now. I've got to save it, because it was a good story.
Come on, how about a song I like?
You know what I started listening to that I love?
I hate Let My Love Open the Door. I hate that song.
Okay, don't get
I hate this song. It drives me nuts. Let my love open the door.
But you know what I really like now? The new group I'm really into?
Who?
Jane's Addiction.
Yeah. They're great.
They're incredible.
Let my love open the door. Who likes this song? This is the one song I don't like.
Who is this?
The Who.
Oh, that's who it is.
Yeah. This is Jane's Addiction.
And it's great.
My love, open the door.
Well, isn't there another one?
My love, open the door. I'm harmonizing, please. Oh. My love, open the door.
I don't know what that's called.
My love, open the door to your heart. I don't know. Hey, Mark, come in here.
You know, only 7% of American women have been sunbathing? Topless?
Yeah, and how many have been skinny dipping? I will never enjoy sunbathing topless again. I've been down here for 35 days. One thing good, though, I don't have to hear Let My Love Open the Door. Although, if My Love opened the door, I could get out of this car.
Let My Love would only open the door.
Maybe I should play Let My Love Open the Door. It is kind of appropriate. Our favorite song now is Let My Love Open the Door, so I can get out of the car. My love happened to drive off the friggin' road. That's why I'm in this condition. Let my love drive off the friggin' road. Let my love drive off the friggin' road.
And there have been 10 incidences, Howard, of laboratory fires in planes since they stopped all smoking on domestic flights.
Really?
Yeah.
People smoking in the laboratories.
In the laboratories.
Today, I only wish I had a laboratory I could smoke in. I tried to sunbathe topless today, and my nips got frostbite, so I cannot do that anymore.
I want to try everything before I go.
I want to try everything that I never did in my whole life inside this car. Hey, Mark, you like I Love Open My Door? I mean, My Love Open My Door?
Or something like that?
Mark, come open the door. Hey, come on. Hey, Fred, what can I play?
Name something. Fred will grab it for you.
Come on, Freddie, pick out a good song. My husband's last words were...
I'm having chest pain.
Yes.
You got dire straits?
I've come to realize that toilet paper can be made out of wiper blades. Our journey has taught us so much. One never realizes how useful a car can be. All right, what do you got?
You got Dire Straits, Rascals, Billy Joel, Beatles, Paul Simon.
What do you get from Paul Simon?
Me and Julio.
What do you got from... let me see that. Let me study this list. All right, I'll take... All right, let me have... Nowhere Man, the Beatles. From Rubber Soul, the great Rubber Soul.
Nowhere Man, that guy in the car.
That is no longer our favorite song. Nowhere Man, because we're nowhere, man. See, every song relates to this. I can't believe it. The Rascals, People Gotta Be Free, because my husband and I have to be freed from this car. And Rubber Soul is today I ate my husband's rubber soles from the bottom of his shoes.
I bet you can't make me and Julio relate.
I only wish that I was with Julio instead of me husband.
Down by the
schoolyard. Anywhere but inside this friggin' car.
He's a real nowhere man.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, this is the king of all messengers, the phony phone caller. And you're listening to the best of Howard Stern on 92.3 K-Rock, the classic rock station.
And this is Boy Gary. It is 7:06. You're listening to the best of Stern. Howard and the gang will be back tomorrow. Now, Robin was reporting on the trouble in Tompkins Square Park. And that led to this angry, bizarre phone call.
All right, Robin, let's continue.
Yes, because there's nothing funny at Tompkins Square Park, Howard.
I think it's kind of funny. I could find some humor in that.
You know what the homeless people were threatening yesterday?
Yeah, you tell everyone. This is good.
They said, all right, move us out of your park. You're so worried about your real estate and your condo prices. Well, now you're going to have to step over us in your doorways of your apartment buildings, and when you go to shop, you'll have to step over us to get into the store.
I don't think so. I think it'll be very easy once we separate you guys that you won't think like you're having a little party. You know what that is? That's like a one big toga party going on in that park. And I don't think it's going to be as much fun. You're not supposed to have that much fun when you're homeless.
Well, they left the park yesterday after the police forced them.
Threw them into car trunks.
Carrying suitcases, shopping carts, and laundry hampers.
Goodbye.
Filled with their possessions and leaving garbage and human excrement behind.
Isn't that beautiful? Human excrement. Some park.
About 12 refused to leave, locking their arms and clutching the metal fences.
No, it's a party in there. You don't understand.
Police arrested them.
There you go. You can network with other homeless. And you know, those aren't the real pathetic homeless. The pathetic homeless are the mental patients that they let out on the street. These are young guys. I saw some of them on TV. Young guys. And you know what it is? It's one big rock concert going on in there.
You know what? There was one guy who was screaming, you got to have affordable housing.
Yeah, why?
I'm like, that means free, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Because where are you working?
One guy goes, hey, where are we going to live, man? It's about time in this country they started providing housing for the homeless. Wait, excuse me. I mean, like, we're going to pay to build houses so you guys can sit around and have a rock concert 24 hours a day? Excuse me, there are jobs out there. I don't say you're going to be the king of the interns, but you're going to be something.
I couldn't believe it. Affordable, that means free.
It's like a big fraternity party. Why don't you provide us with a fraternity house? Can't afford to pay. That's it. That's the name of our fraternity. Can't afford to pay. You can't afford to pay? That's right. You can't afford to be in a fraternity. Young guys sitting around Tompkins Square Park beat their heads in.
Now, hundreds of people left the park. Only 15 people accepted offers for shelter.
See? We're offering them shelter. They don't want that shelter. They want the party in the park. Because it's fun. Imagine, like, the hot weather's here. Everybody camping. It's like Woodstock 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
When they started, like, taking big pipes and banging on the ground and chanting?
Didn't that look like Woodstock? Seriously.
I said, oh, they're the hippies.
I say, wait a second. You want to live outdoors? We'll release lions outdoors and let them eat you. All right, like Tarzan. You want to live like Tarzan? All right. We're going to feed you to lions. See how you'd make out. We'll put alligators in there. Let me tell you something. That's like a big Woodstock. There was a guy there. I swear to God, he was wrapped up in a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
He was banging on these like sort of makeshift drums.
Right.
And then there were guys dancing and whooping it up around him. I said, look at the fun these guys are having. I would love to do that. Jackie waits all year for 4th of July to do that. He's got a job. He would do that every day. That's one big party in there.
And they've learned the political things to yell.
Right.
That's what I noticed about everybody. They sounded like politicians.
Yeah, what were they saying, Robin?
You know, the thing about you have to have affordable housing.
Yeah, affordable housing.
You know,
where?
You lower...
I can't afford my house. I'm going to afford his house?
When you lower the scale of living to this level...
Oh, I heard that one,
Oh, yeah, and the guy says, don't worry, it's just not your day. Your day's coming.
Yeah, this guy said, okay, no, excuse me. If I make a couple of bucks, I try to put away a little bit. You know what I mean? I got a program going. I'm going to work, and I'm trying to save, and I'm paying my taxes. What else can I do as a human being? This guy's sitting around, he goes, you'll see, your day will come, you'll be down here with us, and we'll be up. Well, good.
So, and, you know, of course, the usual blame. You know, they're blaming everybody. For...
Who are they blaming, Robin?
Oh, the governor, the mayor. It's everybody's problem.
Oh, it's the governor's problem.
And the governor's son.
Melvin?
No, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew, yeah.
Andrew Cuomo.
You never hear about Melvin Cuomo.
President of the Help the Homeless Services, Inc.
Oh, boy. Well, how bad does he want to be elected?
Called the city's decision to evict the park squatters a shell game that doesn't address the complexities of the problem.
There's no complexity. There's no complex problem. What is it?
There's a guy on the phone who disagrees with you.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, there's a surprise.
Hello? You're on. How could you disagree with me? You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Oh, you mean this tape? My name is Keith Garris. I agree with you mostly, but there was an article, a small article, in the New York Times, and I worked for them at one time, that there were some members of the shelter who went out and got jobs but because the rents were so high, they worked, but then they came home to the shelter.
Yeah, so?
And it's like a rat going through the maze, and he gets the cheese, but he can't eat it.
What?
That's a small portion.
It's like a rat going through the maze.
You're definitely right in what you were saying,
right.
But it is a small amount. Okay?
Joe Walsh, ladies and gentlemen.
Joe Walsh?
Is this Joe Walsh?
No, this is Keith Stern.
Hey, Keith, let me just tell you something.
You've done it before.
Let me explain something to you, all right? Because you sound like a bright guy. Let me tell you.
Tell my mother that. Call up and make a date with her.
Lower your radio.
My radio? Oh, it's all the way over there.
Well, go ahead and do it.
Oh, you always tell me what to do when I listen, huh?
What'd he say?
You always tell him what to do and he listens.
All right. He could be our new intern, this guy, I think. Come on, man. If you could just handle this guy, that'd be great. This guy's a
Make me work overtime in life.
Imagine this. This is like Tom Carvel's son. Are you Tom Carvel's son?
You scream, I scream, we all scream for Carvel scream.
There you go.
Now you just go. Your picture's on my wall. You're on the wall for the first time in your life.
I want it back.
And Ted Koppel's there, and Jennings, and Moyer.
And Howard's right up there with
I'm dying to get Robin's picture, but I have to talk to Gary.
I'm not sending it to you. I don't know what you'll do to
What's in her voice? I don't know what she looks like, but now I know looks can be deceiving.
Hey, do me a favor. Turn your radio back on.
Looks can be deceiving.
I turned it off.
No. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, listen.
We'll make sure the life goes on.
Look, I want to explain something to you.
We'll make sure the life goes on.
Who makes sure that life goes on?
Right.
God.
Kong Anderson and the light bulb.
All right. Hey, listen to me. Let me tell you something.
I never do.
Hey, do you have a girlfriend?
That's a personal question. Sex is the most personal question in the world. Her name is Robin Hood.
Would you like to be on Dial-A-Date this Friday?
I don't believe in that.
Whoa. Hey, no dirty words.
I don't believe in that.
Whoa. Wait, don't say that.
Whoever
you don't say that, please.
I did already.
Yeah, but don't say it anymore.
I'm going to the FCC. Why did they let you go get on vacation on Memorial Day?
Let me say something.
Why were you on vacation on Memorial Day?
Are you going to complain to the FCC about that?
Of course.
I don't mind.
Why did you go?
I don't mind you complaining to the FCC about that. That you should complain about. Hey, listen.
I nailed you to the wall. Your picture's on nails to the wall.
Now, you have a home, right?
No place like home. That's where all the crimes are committed.
That's right. So,
either that or in K-Rock's office at 600 Madison Avenue.
Right. But let me tell you something.
James Madison, Robin had an affair with James Madison. She's unconstitutional.
All right, but let me tell you something.
You've done it before.
I'm gonna have to play this back tomorrow and try and figure out what he said.
Yes.
We were trying to your parents. I told your parents about you. They said, "Oops, we made a mistake. We felt very sorry for the guy."
All right. Listen, let me tell you something. You know some of these characters at Tompkins Square Park?
I've never. Once in my life, I was on Avenue C in 3rd Street.
All right.
And once in my life, I was at 600 Madison Avenue. Never again.
All right, listen.
That's your office.
This is Professor Erwin Corey. I just figured
Professor backwards. Hey, let me tell you
something. Get a PhD in life first. Go back to the kindergarten of life and major in finger painting.
Right. Okay, listen, let me tell you something.
You've said that 5 times. You paid the overtime on this call. Carvel's going to take care of you. You don't have the bells to live. Your bells are ringing. Robin will ring you out.
Hey, these Tompkins Square guys,
You're doing it. You're my mother. She's always on the outside looking. I've never been to Tompkins Square. And you're a square anyway.
No, I'm not doing what your mother does.
I didn't say that. I've never been to Tompkins Square. I've never been to Red Square. There's never been homeless people in Red Square. Better red than dead.
But you call about Tompkins Square, and you're saying that the people...
No, I wasn't just talking. I mean, the homeless population, emotionally homeless, is even worse, my dear man. I'm going to take your soul. You'll say, so what? The only soul you have is the feet you put in your mouth.
The program director at WABC called. He wants to know if you're available for Saturdays.
I'm with Robin every day of the week. 8 days a week, I beat her up.
All right, listen, thank you for the call. And I'd be interested in putting you on our dating game show.
I said no.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, dear.
I have no fear.
This is.
I'm going Neil. It's Arbitron with your ratings. You underrate everything.
All right.
You boys say that's a idea.
All right, listen.
I'm telling Barry the truth about you.
You told
He may have an affair with Robin. That's why you hired him.
All right, listen. You're getting all upset.
Upset? You in the restaurant. My mother on the phone tells me when I'm hungry and what to eat. If I'm upset, I'll sue you for a malpractice suit.
All right. Get online.
You're out of line, my dear man. You ain't seen nothing yet.
All right. I got to go.
Excellent idea. I can get a break for 1 minute.
All right, take it easy.
I'm telling Robin the truth about you.
Are you Jewish?
That's a personal question. I believe in Jesus Christ and Spirit, but I'm an atheist, and I'm a member of Riverside Church.
All right, thank you.
Are you a member of Howard Stern's church?
Yes. Thank you for the call.
You will be excommunicated from your humanity.
All right, hey, I got to go.
Excellent.
We'll be back right after this.
Oh, dear.
And let's have control of your radio tubes.
And I do, too.
Good. This is Ren Hawk.
And this is Stimson J. Cat
of the Ren and Stimpy Show.
And you're listening to the Best of Stern on 92.3 K-Rock.
Keep listening, you idiots.
Howard!
Else I shall kill you.
Howard Stern Show. Howard and the gang will be back tomorrow, just taking a couple of days off. I got to remind you that Jackie Penthouse Joe Page Martling, if you want a catalog of Jackie's products, T-shirts and videotapes and all that stuff, write to OHR, Box 62, East Norwich, New York, 11732. And for dirty jokes and to order a copy of Hoof Hearted, I Smelt It, call the all-digital 516-922-WINE. Remember, 516-922-WINE is just a regular call. So as I look at the Best of Grid, I see that the card I wrote up says, Howard plays some bad songs, and somehow that leads to Gary getting yelled at. Just another day on the Stern Show.
All right, now here's a song. Here's a song that made it to number 4. It's about a guy and a girl. She gets pregnant, and her dad tries to kill him with a gun. Ready? Here we go. This was number 4, according to Gary and Billboard.
I know this song.
Every night, the same old dream. I hate to close my eyes. I can't erase the memory, the sound of Julie's cries. She called me up late that night. She said, Joe, don't come over. My dad and I just had a fight, and he stormed out the door. I've never seen him act this way. My God, he's going crazy. He says he's gonna make you pay for what we've done. He's got a gun, so run, Joey, run.
Wait a second. I just remember there's a big surprise ending.
Is there?
Oh, big ending.
Well, the whole thing is, I swear to God, I've never heard this song
I have
before.
heard, when that girl started singing, I have heard this.
Yeah.
Big ending.
Big ending?
Oh, yeah. Now I remember the song.
In my car that drove like mad.
Harry Chapin.
Who is the person who recorded this?
David Geddes.
Excellent.
Ooh. And he did have a follow-up hit, A Blind Man in the Bleachers, which went to number 18.
Really?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. I don't know. What book is that?
It's Billboard.
This convinces me I can write a hit song. How did Tony Orlando miss recording this? What did, so far, let me just recap where we're at. So she calls him up and says, you better get the hell out of town because my father's coming after you with a gun. So he gets in the car, right?
Right.
And so far he's just in the car.
Right, but...
Have I recapped fairly well?
Yeah.
Have I left anything out?
Yeah, now I wonder how her father found it.
Well, what lover would really leave town if he really loved her?
Right. But Gary's a romantic, huh, Robin?
I guess.
Yeah.
I'd get the heck out of town. Somebody's looking for me with a gun.
You're not kidding.
Julie's place me with tear-filled eyes and bruises on her face. All at once I saw him there, sneaking up behind me. Then Julie yelled, he's got a gun, and she stepped in front of me. Suddenly a shot rang out, and I saw Julie falling. I ran to her, I held her close. When I looked down, my hands were red, and here's the last words Julie said.
Julie got shot, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa, with the baby.
Well, hey.
Bummer.
Took care of the problem.
Yeah. Now the dad and this guy can go out drinking. No more problem.
They can be friends again.
What do you think what do you think her last words are? I'd say get out of showbiz. What do you think?
Well, you know, so far you've heard her do that, Daddy, please don't, et cetera, et cetera.
All right.
This is the big read now, because this is a great read on this, because she's dying.
Okay.
Daddy, please don't. It wasn't his fault. He means so much to me. Daddy, please don't. We're gonna get married.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
The angels.
Uh-oh. I hear the angels in the background.
You know, come to Hackensack Ford Mazda and you'll score big.
Yeah, Joey. Run. Run. Wow.
Now, there's a guy you wonder what happened to him.
Yeah? Where is that guy?
No one knows.
Now Joey can run after other broads because his woman's dead. Now Joey run after lots of women.
One of the more bizarre twists of the show, on our phone line right now, is Paula, the girl who sang on Run, Joey, Run. Her father wrote the song.
Her father wrote that song.
Yeah.
And this is the girl who sang,
right.
We're gonna get married.
What am I supposed to talk to her about?
I don't know. I thought you think it was funny.
Gary, why don't you clear this stuff with me before? Now you put me into a...
so then we don't have to talk.
I was ready to go to news.
It's fine. I thought you'd be interested in...
And I'm talking about the clubhouse.
Well, that I know we could...
What am I going to ask her?
It's fine.
So you performed on that record?
That's fine. I thought you would want to talk to her.
Yeah, but you spring this on me. Now I'm in a very strange position. I have nothing to say to her.
Then we don't have to...
We heard the record. It was funny. Gary gets into these things.
Well, oh, come on.
You know,
we'll let Gary interview her. Let Gary interview her. No, here it is, Gary.
No, I'm not.
No.
Goodbye.
No. Here it is. Gary, here, take a phone call.
Don't. Hold on a second.
What?
Would you just calm down, man?
This is some show. What are you throwing me different elements?
Well, that's what I do. That's what a producer does. I throw you different elements.
You throw it to me during the commercial, not on the air.
Yeah, but we're not going to go to commercial for a while.
And then I say to Gary, what am I going to do? No, Gary, wait a second.
No,
this is
I thought you'd want to...
I want to hear what you thought was so interesting. Go ahead. Now, you
No.
Gary,
wait a second.
Hey,
get your
wait a second. I have nothing to say to her. You're the creative force.
I have something to say to her, right? Okay, hold it. Hi. Hello? Can you lower the radio, please?
Who is this?
This is Howard. Can you lower your radio?
Yeah.
All right. So what happened? You lost a bet and you had to sing that song?
How'd you guess?
No, let me, listen, I typically do these interviews.
Well, actually, my father held a gun to my head and said, if you don't do it,
he's still doing that.
Well, how old were you when you did that?
I was 16. Howard, actually, I didn't call you. My younger brother, who is a singer. I'm on a three-way conversation here. I have my kids hiding their heads under pillows.
You make a lot of money doing that?
No, I didn't make a dime.
Really?
Not a cent.
And that was top 4?
Yeah, it was number 1.
Number 1?
Number 1 for a long time, yeah.
Well, wait a second. Gary has a bunch of questions he needs to ask you.
Oh, please.
Baba Booey.
Go ahead, Gary. Do your interview.
So, how did your father come to write that song?
I have no idea.
And how did he get you to perform on it?
I told you, he held a gun to my head.
Oh. Okay, well, hey, thanks. That's very interesting. I appreciate you calling in.
Have a good day.
All right, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, Gary, good job. Anything else you got?
Baba Booey.
Any other things you want me to get to? All right, goodbye. Yeah, I'm a piece of trash.
You are. You're
Hey, guess who I have on the phone? Interestingly enough.
It's funny. It's funny.
Funnily enough.
No, not funnily enough. I don't talk
repeat
like
after me.
I'm
Seriously,
not
repeat after me, because you know what? You'll learn from this.
No way.
Come on.
No. I know that you wish
It's Howard's show. I have no clue what works. I should rent my head for storage space. My brains are in my molars. All right, very good. Now you've learned a lesson.
Baba Booey.
There he is, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Good job. Well, she was pretty interesting.
Baba Booey.
Hey,
you could have done something if you wanted to.
So how much money did you make? Not a dime. Oh, yeah? And how'd you come to do that song? My father put a gun to my head.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what the rationale is. Hundreds of times when we... All
right, come on. Bob, let's do some news here.
Baba Booey.
Today he comes in and he goes, hey, boss, you know what? I was thinking, if the TV show really takes off, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I was thinking about this. I'm going to go to, like, all the different clubs and do a spokesmodel search. Because Wolf, I was in a club last night where they had 100 girls, and it was a wet T-shirt contest. I'm telling you, man, I could go, and he's got that look in his eye like he's going to be, he's going to be having sex with every one of these girls. And I said to him, you know what, Gary? Because I don't call him Baba Booey off the air, not much. I say, you know what, Gary? Tell Robin what I said to you.
What did you say?
Do you remember? You have a pretty good memory.
My mind is a clean slate.
Tell Robin what I said to you. What did I say about your idea?
You said that, why don't you spend more time getting movie clips and doing something else.
Best of.
And do a best of than going out to the clubs on the weekends. And then you sort of snickered to yourself and you said, well, maybe you can do a few dates.
Yeah. Because you walk out of here so brutalized, like I've just cut down the best idea in the country.
Oh, he was upset that you didn't like that idea?
Yeah, right. He was like,
no. There's a way of not liking an idea. You could say, yeah, maybe that's not such a good idea. Or then you could just turn around and say, hey, idiot.
It seems to me that if you're going to come up with ideas, come up with an idea that'll make my life a little easier. I don't see how that's going to help me, okay?
We've already got spokesmodels.
And Scott and Gary still haven't finished best of for last Christmas vacation. So then he comes in and he says to me, you know, Wolf, things are going real bad with best of. I go, yeah, what's going wrong? Oh, it's so behind. You know, you're going on vacation in July. It's 2.5 weeks of stuff. I go, wait a second, Gary. Let me ask you something. I said, I know you're busy with the spokesmodel contest, but if you could just switch gears for about 3 seconds. I said, do me a favor. Tell me something. You and Scott back there, what is it you guys do? I said, I haven't done a bit with Scott in 3 months so he could have time to do best stuff. You mean to tell me for 3 months? I said, you know what happens? You and Scott start working on this stuff a month before it's supposed to go on the air. You've had 3 or 4 months. Guy goes, don't blame me. I gave him the stuff. It's up to him. I go, so go back and help him.
Help him do
or
what?
Or motivate. Help him learn how to allot his time better. Find out what it is that is making him so crazy back there. So the guy goes, well, you know, he works on Robin's stuff till 7 o'clock in the morning.
I did not say. I said that.
I said,
so from not a fan, so you're twisting words.
When did he get that?
He gets that at 3 in the morning. So
no,
I said,
he doesn't. He gets that. There's an hour there. It takes Scott
Robin,
a second
I never
he
said
it at 4:30.
Chill out.
So I said, wait a second. Let's say it takes him until 7 o'clock. I said, then what does he do till noon?
Scott always has that stuff to me before we ever go on the air.
So then Gary said, look, I have nothing to do with it. I said, well, that's your problem. You should have something to do with it. Go back there and find out how the guy works. Investigate. Stop with spokesmodel contests.
What do you want to do, fire him?
No, you don't have to fire him. He's very good.
But I
teach him how to, and then Gary did explain
him how to do it.
So then Gary tried to calm me down, and he says to me, you know what, Wolf? Scott gets very burnt out on doing that.
Yeah, so what's your big smile about?
So I said, what is it?
He gets burnt out on doing his job.
I'm not telling you what's right. I'm explaining to you his rationale.
Don't accept that rationale. You are my representative. I want to hear things are running like clockwork.
You're making it sound like I...
Stop with spokesmodel contests. Stop with spokesmodel contests.
Well, Gary's time will be freed up in a few weeks.
Right.
Because the National is ending publication.
Oh, that's right.
Done, and it'll always be done on
I'm
time.
sorry, what?
What's the problem? Best of is always done.
No, because you got to understand, Gary comes back to me, well, Tom didn't approve this for best of Tom. I said, you guys should have 900 hours of best of to
It's always done on time. It's never been late. There's no problem.
I don't know. You want to save time in the studio, Scott? Have Gary back there lighting your cigarettes for you, because I think that must take at least 3 or 4 hours a day.
But what Howard's point is, Scott, is that if Howard decides that he wants to do any sort of work between now and best of, that
your head's going to explode.
No.
Yes, it will. You're going to start telling me best of isn't done. Best of should have been done 9 months ago with you two clowns.
But certainly my name shouldn't come up in the mix. I don't have Scott that tied up.
Nobody has Scott tied up.
I'm not complaining. It's going to be done.
It's going to be done.
About something stupid.
All right, goodbye. Get out of here. Go, both of you, work on spokesmodel contest and best of.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Yeah, Gary, you should have a lot of time now because the National is out of business. The sports publication.
I'm pretty upset. I knew that you guys were going to...
Don't you read that every day back there while you're supposed to be working?
No, lots of times I take it to the gym with me.
Oh, I'll have to read it during the show. Maybe I'll find something of interest.
If your life sucks so bad that you don't have time to read the National, then just maybe
No,
you
let me tell you something
me.
why your life sucks so bad.
It doesn't. My life is great.
You have no motivation.
You're right. Your life is great.
Your life is great as long as I continue to work. The day I leave, you have nothing to do. There is no one who's going to hire you with this attitude.
That is absolutely a lie.
Who is going to hire you?
All right, I'd like to send a call out right now to anybody
I'm serious now.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. By the way, please, this is done with my permission.
If anybody is listening,
and you don't have to do it surreptitiously. Go on your interview and announce
I don't want to take. I don't want to take the job.
Right.
I just want the offers so I can prove to you that there is. If anybody in the entertainment industry,
we need to know you could actually get a job.
We want to know the money and everything. And with my blessing, you can leave.
Right. Okay, so we know lots of people in the business.
Right.
If you think that there's an opening that I could be capable of,
wait a second. Let me help you here. Yeah, let me help you. Let me help you here. If there's an opening, could you contact Gary?
But don't send me stuff to work. Like, I know now we're going to get all stuff to, like, drive tow trucks and something that's...
Oh, that's beneath you.
Applicable to my...
That's something you'd be doing if I wasn't here. But, yes, go ahead.
Something that's in tune with what I do now.
In other words...
Record company, TV shows...
What would you do for a record company? Give them an idea.
I would make a great local man. Local
man. Local. As in crazy.
The local rep goes to the radio station.
You think you could do that?
I know I could do that.
I know you can. You know what? That looks a lot easier than you think.
Well, it's
people
selling.
don't like you.
That's not true.
It's selling is right.
Right.
No program director
I would also be a very good
you.
publicist.
What do you think a publicist does? Seriously, what do you think? Let me hear what you think a publicist does.
Because he could be a publicist for us.
No.
I could be.
If you guys what a publicist does.
I know what a publicist does.
All right, let me hear what you think he does.
Okay, a publicist does a lot of things. One of which a publicist gets press and is in charge of the whole image of their client. But a publicist is as responsible for things that their client doesn't do as for what they do. Do you know what I'm saying? In other words...
Okay, listen.
In other words, if someone was a publicist for you,
let me ask you something.
And somebody said they wanted you to do an interview in McCall,
right?
That's not good for you to do. That wouldn't be good.
So you would say no,
right?
So you would take phone calls all day, and if someone called up and said, "I would like to do an interview with Howard Stern,"
but then I would go.
I would say no because you don't think it would be good.
I would go out and seek things that were good for you, like a Rolling Stone interview.
Right, now I'm going to tell you what a publicist does.
Right.
Okay.
What's that?
All right. First, a qualification a publicist must have,
and some writing skills, of course.
All right. Have you ever written a newspaper article?
Have I ever? No, I have not.
Okay. Now get out of here. Now get out of here. You know what a publicist does? A publicist has a journalistic background.
Right.
A background in journalism. You have to be able to write articles, press releases that can appear in the newspaper because most reporters don't know how to rewrite them.
Mm-hmm.
You have never written anything. You've never written anything. You can't even write the word publicist.
Oh, yeah?
That's right.
Dare me.
I don't even know that you can get the word publicist over those Gigundo choppers of yours. I'm not even hearing it clearly.
Local record guy. Publicist. I could certainly be talent coordinator on any show. I have a big Rolodex.
All right. Okay, so let's see what you get.
He can't get anybody for this show, but for your show.
For your show, he'll be able to get you.
Yeah, nobody comes on this show.
What?
Nobody comes on this show.
Well, this week, who we had?
Who we had so far? That you got.
Just today?
No, that you've gotten. Yeah, all week. All week. Who's been here?
First of all, I just want to point out right now that I was never properly credited. I want to say this right now.
With what?
I was never properly credited, and I know you're going to sit here and moan and everything, but for a very long time, you did not want to have Dice on, and I pushed for that. And also Pat Cooper, as a matter of fact. You turned Pat Cooper down the first 3 times that we had a chance to have him on. It was only after I met him and said that I thought he would be really good on the show that we had him on. It turned out to be a great guest.
You know
Dice
what?
Clay, you didn't want to have on.
Know something?
You didn't think much of him. I said, listen.
You want to know something?
What's that?
You are a buffoon.
I'm not a buffoon.
You're a clown. You have no idea my feelings on Pat Cooper. You have no idea my feeling on Dice Clay.
Listen, there's nothing wrong. You didn't know Pat Cooper.
Here
you didn't know who he was.
I never heard of Pat Cooper.
No, you heard of him. You had no idea what he was.
I never heard of Pat Cooper. I had no idea what he was about.
You had no idea. No, exactly. You did have no idea what he was.
Right.
Who was it? Who's that guy?
Do me a favor, Gary. Tell me who is booked on the show today.
Tell me
who is booked on the show today.
Tell me
who is
booked on the show today. Before he was on the show.
Tell me who is booked on. I didn't know.
Oh no!
As a young boy growing up, I used to watch Pat Cooper on TV all the time on Mike Douglas. Don't tell me I don't know who. But how dare you insult my
intelligence? Then why didn't you want him on at the beginning?
Whoever said that? How dare you ever say that I don't want Pat Cooper on this show?
I didn't say you don't.
How dare you ever say that? You're so
and Dice
full
Clay.
of it.
Tell me you wanted Dice Clay on from the first time he was offered to you. Say that. Say that with a straight face.
I wanted Dice Clay from the first time he was offered.
Major liar.
Oh, okay.
Major liar.
Listen, Baba buffoon. Who is on the show today?
No,
Tell everyone who is booked on the show today.
One of our Whack Pack people.
Who? Who did you book?
We could have no one.
Tell the name. See if anybody.
Vinny Mazzio Jr.
All right. So today you got Vinny Mazzio Jr. All right. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
And thank you for finding Robin for me. I never told you this, Robin. I never really wanted to work with you.
Yeah, he pushed.
I'm not saying I rule the show. I'm just saying that I have some ideas.
We'll see the job offers you get. Thank you. And let's hope they come soon. He's responsible for Dice Clay. Can you imagine this?
And you didn't know Pat Cooper.
Yeah, very good. There are times that Gary approaches me on people when it's way before the time they should be on here.
Oh, dear.
That's how. And you saw who else he booked today? The girl who, what was it? The girl who wrote the song?
Oh, sang in the song, Joey, Run, Joey, Run.
All right, very good. Now, thank you for all of your help. How dare you?
So much you thank you.
How dare you? I thank you when you do a good job.
It wouldn't be a horrible thing.
What? No, what did you say?
A pat on the back wouldn't be a horrible thing.
I pat you on the back every day.
No, you don't.
Oh, come on. Okay. All right. Thank you. Are you done?
Are you?
All right, thank you. All right, we're going to break for commercial. Then I have news to get to.
Oh,
dear. Right, Fred?
Commercials.
Mm-hmm. I'd pat you on the back more, but my hand gets caught in the hair. Who told you that? All right, we'll be back right after.
It is 7:44. This is Boy Gary. You're listening to the Best of Stern. And I brought a mystery record to Howard about, a couple of months ago. And I had a bunch of different songs on it. Howard and Robin had some fun playing around. I had a lot of children's songs on it, so here it is.
Hey, what's this mystery record? Hey, Robin, see if you can figure out who this is. I don't even know who it is. Oh. Gary's been hiding it from me. He says we should be able to figure it out. I have no idea who, what field this person's in.
Leave my child for the red behind the silent twilight falls.
Sounds like Joan Baez or something. Suzanne Vega. Must be somebody on TV, huh?
Yeah, it's a mystery record. I guess it's not a person we usually see singing, huh?
Think it's Marilyn Chambers? Do you know who it is, Fred?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Does it sound like her?
Does it sound like the person?
Chambers?
No. Does it sound like the person who...
How come we're supposed to be able to figure this out?
Are we ever going to be able to figure this out, or am I wasting my time?
Well, I think you might get it. You might get it.
What is it, a TV personality?
No.
A recording star?
No.
Movie star.
Yes.
Movie star. Is it Demi Moore?
No.
Oh, I don't know. What do you mean, no?
She sings like Joan Rivers, for goodness sake.
She's got kind of a Joan Rivers whiskey voice.
Yeah.
Is it Sally Field?
No.
It's a movie star.
Sally Kirkland?
Julia Roberts.
Nope.
Mel Gibson?
Play some more.
Play some more.
Thomas Lasorda Jr.?
Let's think. Who else is in the movie?
I'm sorry.
You think?
Oh, it's Kim Basinger.
No. I give you a big hint.
But no, I don't think it's a big hint. Let me think about it. I got nothing to do.
Big movie star?
Huge.
Huge. I know who it is. Goldie Hawn.
No.
Oh.
If you just name every movie star, Robin, put a little thought into it.
I do have to tell you that you've danced around every single name in that
She's so competitive that she wants to get the answer that she's going to blurt out every movie star she knows.
Oh, like you weren't doing it 10 seconds ago.
No, I thought it was Marilyn Chambers. What can I say? This is the biggest movie star?
Well, no,
a very big movie star.
In other words, all the names that you guys have mentioned.
Meryl Streep.
That's it.
Oh, she's pretty good. I guess. It sounds better than I could do.
Is that new album for kids? Okay.
Now, this new album. It's a Disney album of all.
Hey, I'm trying to get into some good Meryl Streep here. All right.
She's singing some kind of fairy tale, I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to get into it. Okay, man. She's not that bad.
Well, they wanted her to do Evita. I didn't know that she could sing.
She's goofy looking, though, man. She's got like a frozen look on her face. I don't dig her.
Depends what angle you get her at.
I don't think she's such a good actor.
I don't know, that needle nose.
Yeah, well, some angles it's not a needle nose. At some angles it's real long.
It's an anteater. That's a nose job, too.
That is?
Sure. You can't have a nose that thin without a nose job. That's a sure giveaway when someone has a nose job. When it's that thin. She must have some honker, because it's still messed up. She might need she might be a 2 or 3 bagger. If you dig what I'm saying.
Oh, boy.
Hey, you know what it is, man? If I was a bachelor, I'd put a special room in my bed. My bedroom would be special dim lights for those double baggers. Even with a double bag on her head, you still need some dim lights. You dig what I'm saying? You hear me?
I hear you.
All right. It's a double, triple bagger bedroom.
Like, you're so attractive.
Hey, I'm a celebrity.
So she.
I don't have to be good looking. Oh, she's not bad.
Yeah, but it's like one of those Gaelic tunes.
Robin, I could sing that song. You see, that kind of stuff, even I can sing. And everyone's go, yo, Howard, let's hear. Okay, ready? It's the same crap. Try and sing something hard, like something from AC/DC or something. You know?
Who Made Who?
Who Made Who? Try and sing that. Now, that's hard. Let me get Meryl Streep sing Who Made Who. But you can do that. That's not a hard song to sing, because nobody knows the tune. Right, Robin?
That's right.
When I was doing that didn't sound that bad.
You were into?
Yeah. And that's very rare for me. So don't be that impressed with Meryl Streep. What else you got on here?
Try cut 2.
Cut 2?
That'll be a little surprise.
Any idiot can sing that Gaelic
Now,
stuff.
this isn't a mystery record, but this is a song you wouldn't usually expect this person to be singing.
Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
That stupid harmonica.
Wait.
Hasn't he gotten any better on that thing? You think he'd sort of graduate into a whole other kind of style? He kind of blows in that
I think
respect.
he's trapped.
Yeah, I think so. People expect it. He's tried other stuff. It just doesn't work. It's just like... John can play better guitar.
You play better harmonica.
I know.
This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my drum with a knick-knack paddywhack. With the dog a bone, this old man can roll in the hall.
Here's a harmonica.
This old man.
You know what? When he plays harmonica, it's like he's asleep and someone just shoved a harmonica in his mouth. And while he's like...
It's almost like it's under his nose and he's snoring.
He played knick-knack on his... Who else is on here? Paul McCartney doing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
And this is big with the young housewives on the island. They're all getting this. Oh, it's
because
so good.
My kids and I can enjoy it together.
Yes. Oh, I just got it.
So shut up, you annoying Yankees. All of you. Is it selling well?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got it. It's wonderful.
Disney
Did
doing...
you hear Little Richard's Itsy Bitsy Spider?
Really?
Oh, good.
Which Yankees are you hanging around with? You're my wife's most annoying of friends.
They haven't gotten this far
And
yet.
all of my wife's friends are annoying.
It's moving that way. Just watch out.
I said to my wife the other day, she was telling me how annoying her friends were. I said, would you just dump all your friends like I have? Just dump everybody. Just dump them. Just, just like live in our little hovel.
In your little cocoon.
In our cocoon. We've created a nice environment for ourselves. Live here and get away from everybody and create an air of mystery.
Come in, honey. Sew up the door.
Make people earn your friendship. Yeah, she doesn't listen to me.
Nah, she's outgoing.
She needs contact. Let's see. James Taylor, Getting to Know You. Sting, Cushy Butterfield. You hear that? What's that? Nick, Benny.
Scottish kids song.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
I'm a broken-hearted kid, but I know I had love.
Well, he finds those obscure tunes, huh?
Kids are going to listen to this.
Her name's Cushy, 'cause I feel that she sells yellow.
He's a weird guy, that Sting, huh? I got to tell you, well, how about that Sting?
Sting talks Springsteen is doing this record.
Is that right?
Springsteen did some song about...
Chicken lips and lizard hips?
Some song about getting sick.
Doesn't sound like a song for children.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It sounds like Bon Jovi. That stupid rock star, home, too.
Well, it's all you kids out there that hate your mom.
One of his raps.
Forcing you to eat everything that's on your dinner plate every night.
Was he Blind Melon Shittling?
I was a little kid, see, I never liked to eat. And Mama put things on my plate and I'd dump them on her feet. But then one day she made this soup, I ate it all in bed. I asked her what she put in it, and well, this is what she said. Oh, chicken lips and lizard hips and half.
Oh, boy.
He blows.
What was the one Little Richard wanted to do?
Itsy Bitsy Spider.
No. He wanted to do, I guess, the Dylan one.
Oh, yeah.
And Dylan had already taken that.
Knick-knack,
so
paddywhack?
He wound up doing Itsy Bitsy Spider, and he didn't even know this nursery rhyme.
Yeah, well.
Before he sang it.
He grew up the son of a poor black sharecropper.
Right, they only had one nursery rhyme between them.
Yeah, the white man wouldn't allow them to have those nursery rhymes. Didn't you know that? They had to eat the leftovers.
So he had to learn Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Pat Benatar did Tell Me Why? What is that? I never heard of that. Tell Me Why. What happened to her, man?
She's doing this sort of...
Isn't she doing jazz or something?
It's like sort of... She's a torch singer now.
Yeah, that's a stupid move.
She's holding a torch for her career. Tell me why the stars do shine. Tell me why...
Tell me what Debbie Gibson sounds like. I like to hear her. Let me see her. What does she do? A medley of rhymes.
Ooh.
The man in the moon looked out of the moon.
Ugh, what is this crap?
Why is it that people think children want to hear bad music?
Children will sing any songs. Paula Abdul, Good Night, My Love, Pleasant Dreams. What they asked me to do a song.
The only like semi-hip one on there is Jennifer Warnes and Jackson Browne did the Beatles' Golden Slumbers.
Good night, my love.
Where's Paula Abdul? I don't hear her.
Good night,
my love. Thank you, Robin.
He's doing his Meryl Streep impression.
my love. Pleasant dreams and sleep tight.
Is this the right speed? I'm not kidding.